Hello, hello. Just going to turn my dehumidifier off because that's going to be an annoying buzz happening that nobody wants. Remy here from the Online Business Temple with the best puppy ever. Look at his little face. I'm home alone. First time since moving to our new home. I've actually been alone in the home. And what better way to celebrate that than by to come live and talk to my online friends. So that's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. I went live today. I'm just waffling, by the way, because it's going to take about 3 minutes before before the algorithms tell people I'm even here. Do you want to go on the window, mate? Go on then. Go on then. So thought I'd come on, say hello, and talk about something that I think is going to be useful to quite a lot of people. We're going to talk about some trends that are happening right now in the online course industry, online learning industry. So, a lot of people in my world are course creators, are business owners who have created courses or created membership. So, this will be relevant for you. If you are watching live, say hello in the chat, say hello, or send me some like emojis, um, or click like or click any of the buttons really just to let me know you're here. And if you're watching on a replay, do a hashtag replay right now. That'd be nice. Do a hashtag replay, and I will come back and give you replay love. Of course, I will. So we are broadcasting to my Facebook profile. We are broadcasting to my group on Facebook, and we are broadcasting live on LinkedIn. So hello to all of you, and this will get shared over on YouTube as well. So my name is Remy. I am from the Online Business Temple, and I help people like you who want to create courses to create courses. I help you do that by giving you a process to follow, by giving you support and accountability, and I like to call myself an expert course builder. Michelle's liked it. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you, darling. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. So I've already explained I'm home alone. I also went live earlier on today. I went live on Clapper today. Does anybody know what Clapper is? Are any of you on Clapper? Have any of you ever even heard of Clapper? Let me know. Let me know if you've heard of Clapper. Most people have not heard about Clapper. So Clapper is like TikTok when TikTok first came out. So just saying, amazing reach right now over on Clapper. But I was having some difficulties uploading a video up onto Clapper, and so I just went live, and oh, it was phenomenal. The amount of people that came and watched my live, because it just shares it to everyone. Like I said, like TikTok when it first started, made some new friends, had some great conversations. So yeah, I guess I've got the live bug today. But anyway, I'm purposefully waffling right now to see how many of you join us, because just waiting for the algorithm to share. So do press like, because this will help share it. Give this broadcast a little like. Drop me a little hello in the chat. Give me a little hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. That'd be great. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about what's trending right now in the course industry. And this will be really useful to those of you who already have a course or are thinking about creating a course. This is currently what is happening. There's two things actually, two things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is the traditional way that courses were done, in that you create your course, you put your content into your course, and you sell it. And that method of selling courses is definitely dying out. There are less people wanting to purchase a course where they have to do it on their own, whereby there's no support, no accountability, no coaching, no there was another one: support, accountability, community, and coaching. Yeah, the four. Less and less people are buying into that. So what we are seeing is a real upsurge of this hybrid course now, where it's almost like people are releasing their courses with almost like a mini mastermind attached to it, or with a community attached to it, or with coaching attached to it, because less and less courses, that's not what I wanted to say, less and less people are completing courses where they have to just do it alone. And so there's this real trend happening of courses that are now becoming hybrid, where they're being sold with coaching. Oh, I need to plug the laptop in. Hold on, we don't want to die on a live now. That would be highly embarrassing. Right, there we go. Let's get you plugged back in. There we go, back in the game. Um, so there are less and less courses where people are just buying it so that they can do it on their own, because humans just need accountability, or they need a bit of support, or they need to be in a community aspect. And so you see a lot of courses where they have low completion rates because they've just given somebody content, but they've not given that learner or that student the support that they need to finish the course. So the trend I'm seeing is more courses with accountability, more courses with coaching attached to it, more courses with, almost like mastermind group calls happening each week to keep that momentum going, to keep their people engaged, and to get people to the finish line. And as course creators, we want to get people to that finish line, because when they finish your course, they get that result that they wanted, they get that transformation that they wanted. And we, as the course creators, get the testimonials to support our systems, our framework, our programs. But we can't get that unless we get our users to complete our courses. So I'm seeing this more and more. And this is also quite good for course creators in that you can charge more because you are offering more of that personal support. And I've even seen courses where the actual creator isn't delivering the support. They might have associate coaches, or they might have people that they've trained up, or people that have gone through their programs, and they're paying them to support the next wave of people coming through. There's loads of different ways that it can be done, but we are certainly in an era where we're moving away from just selling the information and saying to people, you get on with it, and I trust that you're going to finish it, and I trust that you're going to leave me a testimonials, because life gets in the way and people get distracted and they don't always complete. So that's the first trend that I'm seeing. Let me know if you're seeing this as well, because I'm sure most of you will see other business owners, other course creators out there selling their programs and their courses, and you're starting to see the trend where there is accountability or coaching, or an active supportive community that is now being built into that program. It's a real selling point. So as a potential future course creator, or somebody who's looking to create a new course or revive an old course, these are some of the trends that you can now build into your current courses. So that was my trend number one that I've noticed that I wanted to share with you. Let me know if this is something that you've been seeing as well. And then trend number two, the second trend that's happening in the online course industry, and particularly in the, online learning industry, is the absolute surge and rise of mini courses or micro courses. So before, when think around the pandemic and pre-pandemic, a lot of the courses that were coming out were these big lengthy courses that would teach you everything you need to know about everything in your niche. And now what's happening is there's this real surge of buyers who are buying short, mini, micro courses, whatever terminology you want to use, because it gets them a win fast. So a mini course is like a tiny course that delivers on one outcome. So as an example, you might teach somebody on a mini course how to use Instagram stories, right? That will be the entirety of the course. They will not teach you about reels. They're not going to teach about your Instagram feed. They're not going to teach you how to take the right photos. They're just going to teach you one area of an industry that they are a specialist in. And these micro courses or mini courses are selling anywhere from sort of $97 down. So you'll often see courses in your timeline for $7 or $27 or $37, $97. These are what are called mini courses. All they are doing is solving one problem for you at a really low entry price, and they are selling like hotcakes. I know people who are millionaires off of selling 27 and $47 courses. I've literally worked with them. So this is what is really hot right now. So if you are thinking about creating a course and you're thinking about serving your audience, rather than spending weeks and months building a mega course with 10 modules and 150 hours of videos that nobody's ever going to watch, how about creating one course that solves one problem that your ideal audience is having right now? And the good thing about the mini course is that their pricing is so low that it makes it easier for people to commit to that sale. You know, if I was to offer you a course that solves a problem for $27 and or a course that Kelly says mini course, I should have listened. Kelly is one of my students who's done the online course accelerator with me. Um, no, Kelly, your course is fabulous, darling, and the world needs your course. So you're on the right path. And your course is actually a hybrid, right? Because it has a community element, it has some live calls in it, and it has the core content. So this is what I'm talking about when I was talking about trend one. You are on the money with what you're doing. So I have no worries about you, girl. You're fine. So but with mini courses, right, they're low price, which is means it's an easier entry point for people. I mean, how many of us have people in our world who are like, oh, I really want to join your course, but just can't afford it right now, or I just don't have the money for that, or I've just invested in this other thing. But then you put a $27 course in front of them, or a $7, that is an easier foot in the door for them to buy a course and to see your work. And what happens when you have these mini courses is that it is a low cost entry point for somebody to work with you. So they can experience you, find out how knowledgeable you are, they can build that know, like, and trust factor that everyone tells you that you need to have. And it makes it an easier transaction for them to buy your next thing, or to your next thing might be 497, or your next thing might be 997. If they've purchased from you once, you've opened the buyer purchasing doorway, which does make it easier for them to trust you to buy your next thing. So micro and mini courses are super, super powerful in terms of um, giving your audience access to you, but also it can serve as an incredible lead magnet to, if you want to grow your mailing list, then a mini course is a great way to do that. You can use mini courses in so many different ways. You can use a mini course to onboard a team member. You could use a mini course as a way to introduce somebody to your services. So if you are a coach, for example, you do one-to-one coaching, you could use a mini course as a way to set people up for success. So they have to go through perhaps your 2 or 3 modules to understand what they need to do in order to be able to work with you, or the things that they need to put in place in order to be able to work with you. So mini courses can be used in tremendous different ways, as a powerful tool to not only act as a lead magnet, but also as the first sort of ladder on your product range, as a way for people to get a taster of what it's like to work with you. So mini courses are on the rise. Those 20, I mean, you've probably seen them already in your feed. Whenever I scroll through Facebook, the amount of $7 courses, $27 courses I see is phenomenal. I mean, are you guys seeing those as well? I'm seeing them everywhere. And so a mini course doesn't have to have a lot of content in it. It just needs to deliver on one outcome or one result. So a mini course could also be a set of templates, right? So it might be that you buy a load of social media posts that are done for you in Canva, and you're buying somebody's templates, and it's going to cost you $7 or it's going to cost you $27. And you buy it and you go in, and the only thing you're getting in there is templates, nothing else, just templates. That is something you can create very fast, very quickly, that can earn you money. And it is phenomenal, the growth in mini courses and micro courses that are out there. So if you're in a position where you're thinking about creating a course, again, instead of spending weeks and months potentially creating this mammoth course, you might want to have a look at what is happening in your industry right now that is hot that you could make a mini course about. You might want to think about that big course you're already creating. Is there a module in there that you could pull out and just turn it into a mini course on its own that you know your audience is going to want, and it solves a problem right now that people are having? You could turn that into a mini course. And so this is a trend that is happening. I'm seeing it everywhere. And I just wanted to share it with you as something to think about for all of you course creators or future course creators who want to create a course. Perhaps the idea of creating a big signature course is overwhelming. Perhaps you've had an idea in your head for a course for ages and you don't know where to start with it. Then maybe look at creating a mini course. That might be your best starting place. And I often advise a lot of new clients who come to me who've never made a course before. I often advise them to go with a mini course first. It's easy for you to create. It's easy for your audience to purchase. You start making money fast, and yeah, and don't be fooled that just because you're selling something for $27 or $47 or $97 that you're not going to make a lot of money. I would often say that the reverse of that is true. In that, I know everyone talks about high ticket and it's easier to sell a $2,000 course than it is to sell a $97 course. But I have seen clients, through working on a digital course platform, MemberVault, for a couple of years, who sold thousands and thousands and thousands of courses at a $47 mark or a $97 mark. And let me tell you, it adds up. It adds up very, very fast. So don't be disillusioned by thinking, oh well, I can't sell a low ticket mini course because it doesn't show my value and it doesn't show my worth. That's bollocks. That's bollocks. For me, it's about helping people. So making sure I'm creating a course that actually does solve a problem and helps people, but it's also about getting money in my pocket so that I can live the life I want to live. And I would rather do a mini course that helps someone that's under $100 and I can sell lots of those easily than spend months and months creating a course that I'm going to sell for 19.97, and I have to hope and pray and convince people and get on, calls with people to convince them to buy it. Like, for me, that's not a fun route for me. For some of you, it will be, but for me, that's not my preferred way of working. I'd rather create a course, give it a price point that is so ridiculously good that they're like, I have to buy this. Like, it solves the problem I have and it's in my budget. I need to buy this. It's a no brainer price. That's the world I live in, right? And of course, that's not everyone's cup of tea. I get that. But all I can do is share my philosophies and my approaches to business, and it's been working for me. And so, just on that, to give you an example, one of the things I realized as a trend or as a hot topic, was that ChatGPT since December has been a hot topic, right? So I made a course that it's called ChatGPT 101 that showed people who were business owners how to use ChatGPT to create content faster, to create their social media faster, sorry, their social media posts faster, to create emails, to create lead magnets, to create all the content that they're already doing it, but showing them how to do it faster, better, quicker. That was a problem I saw in my industry. And so all it takes for you to do is to think about your ideal audience, your ideal client, your ideal user. What are they really struggling with right now? And how can you solve that problem? If you can answer that, you've got yourself a mini course. And if you're like, well, I don't know who my ideal client is, or I don't know what their problems are, well, do things like polling, right? If you have a group, ask in a group. Ask them what they're struggling with. If you can use stories, you can use your personal profile, you can DM people who you've had conversations with before. I'm not talking about cold DMing. I'm talking about people you've had a relationship with before. Maybe you've helped somebody out for free before and done some free coaching, for example, or you've given some free therapy. Ask these people in your world to what are they struggling with right now, and do some research and find out. Because if you notice that there's a pattern that people are having a problem with, then there's likely going to be a need for a mini course to solve that problem. Or if you're in lots of groups, or like Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups, and common things are coming up in your industry, then you might want to go and create a mini course that solves that problem. Kelly says that Chat GPT course has helped me so much. Screenshotting that. Thank you very much, Kelly. Um, um, but yeah, so it's just about knowing your audience and knowing how you can help them. Like, what are they really struggling with right now, or what do they really need right now? And a lot of the problems that course creators have, right? Whenever even if we're talking about big mega courses, signature courses, or we're talking about micro courses, is a lot of people come to the course creation um, idea. Is that the word I want? Maybe. They come to course creating from the perspective of, I'm going to make a course that I want, right? Or I've just done this training, or I went to university and got this degree, or I've done this coaching qualification, so I'm going to make a course that I know is going to be good. Which for me is not the right approach. The right approach is, what does your audience need? Make that course. And then you use your knowledge and experience to deliver on that. And we should always come at this from the point of view of, what does my client need, what does my audience need, versus what is the course that I want to create. Because when you create a course that you want to create, that's for you, because you could put all of your beautiful skills, knowledge and experience in there, it's only good for you. Right? So what you want to be doing is building a course that people have told you that they need, or that you've seen because you've done research. You've seen people saying, oh my God, I need this. I need help with this. I don't know how to do this. If you're seeing that pattern over and over again, that is the course you need to create. So again, I'm just going to quickly recap. Don't worry, I'm not selling anything today. Although if you want to buy the Chat GPT 101 course, you know, feel free to visit the onlinebusinesstemple.com. Um, um, the first thing I talked about today is the first trend I talked about today that I see as shifting in the online course industry is that courses without any support, without any community, without any coaching or group calls seem to be selling less than the ones that have that included. And the trend that is hot right now are mini and micro courses that solve one problem that people can easily access and buy because the price point is so accessible, and they get a win, they get a result, they get a transformation. So that's what's hot right now. I hope this has been helpful. Um, and I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening now. So thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time. And if you're watching on the replay, of course, give me a hashtag replay. You know I'll come back, and I will catch you on my next broadcast. So you take care and enjoy your evening.